Please be seated. I have a confession to make. Not a confession, really, but to share something about myself. I love Bible study. When I have free time, occasionally, I enjoy sitting with the Bible story and being with it, being in it, having it be in me. In my pre-deacon years, I led many adult ed classes, and many of those were Bible studies. I was an EFM mentor for several years, and I loved that. Lectio Divina is one of my favorite contemplative practices where you really engage with the Bible. My approach to Bible, though, is different from some others. If you ask me who my favorite Bible scholars are, I would not list theologians. Rather, I would say I enjoy Marcus Borg, John Dominic Crossan, Bruce Chilton, and others. And we have a lot of their books in our library, by the way. What I like about them is that they bring the people in these stories to life. These aren't ancient stories about ancient people. The Bible is a living thing. It has meaning for us today, in this place where we are. That's why you can read stories again and again and hear something different. God speaks to us through the Bible in a very real way. And so today, in our gospel, we heard another familiar story with characters that we've come to know and love. I speak, of course, of Jesus' disciples. But this time, it isn't beloved Peter who is the protagonist. Rather, it is the brothers James and John. They demand, not ask, but demand that they be given a place of honor to sit at the right and the left of Jesus. In Matthew's version of this story, it is their mother who makes the demand. Regardless, a demand is made. And I sure wouldn't blame Jesus if he rolled his eyes at the ridiculousness of it. But he doesn't. And here I see a very humanness to Jesus. It is his approachability. Over and over, we are told of instances when one or another of the disciples, they say something to him that's not, let us say, is not very clever. But he is their mentor, rabbi, teacher. Normally, they would be deferential to him. But we see an honesty, an openness in their interactions. He is approachable. And not just to his closest friends, but to strangers as he walks along. He engages in conversations with those that he shouldn't be talking to. There is something about him, something that invites people to approach him. And those of us that are in positions of leadership should model this, to not lord it over those we lead, but to lead by example, to respect all questions, and be present. And next we can consider James and John. How do you perceive them in this story? Many see them as pompous, entitled. They want to set themselves above the others, and yet they're clueless about what they're asking. They do not know the path that Jesus will walk. They just want the glory. Is that how you see them? But I see them as very human. Do we not see people do this every day? In the business world, for instance, don't people position themselves for promotions, make themselves visible at meetings so they'll be recognized? In our capitalist culture, this is expected. It's how you get ahead. And yet they don't see the full picture. They see the perks of upper management, the higher salary, the stock options, the benefit of being in charge. But perhaps they don't see the long, long hours, the time away from family, the stress. Like James and John, they don't know the path they are demanding to take. So what can we learn from James and John? And finally, the rest of the disciples, what do? They grumble among themselves. They're angry with James and John. They don't raise the issue and try to do anything productive. They just, no. And how incredibly human is that? How often have we all done the same thing? Things don't go our way. It's just human nature. It is so human. We can relate to them. But it doesn't work. It creates dissension. And so Jesus, in response, Jesus gives the one solution to both of these human behaviors, James and John's behavior and the disciples, and he also gives us direction as to how we can be approachable like him. He tells them and us, "Whoever wishes to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wishes to be first among you must be slave of all." Often, Jesus speaks in riddles and parables, and books are written, volumes are written to decipher and understand what he means. Not here. This is as straightforward as it gets. Servant leadership. You lead by doing what you're asking others to do, or perhaps having done it. You lead by being humble. You lead by being present and approachable and open to all questions. You lead by serving. And then others will follow your lead and do the same.